Hello everyone. So in this tutorial, I'm going to explain uh, some of the least most important Java programming interview questions that actually will set off apart the interview process. Like Java is used to approximately 10 million developers worldwide to develop the applications for 15 billion devices supporting Java, right? It is also used to create applications for like trending technologies like big data on household device. There are maybe kind of lots of applications. Any if we want to integrate some UI, then Java, using the Java we can create some APIs that will be integrated with those things. So there are a lot of places where basically Java is used. Any programming, any kind of thing, if we're going to develop in nowadays, then basically Java is used, right? So the first things the interviewer may ask, like the what is Java, right? So what is Java, you can say like Java is class based object oriented programming language with minimal implementation dependencies. Like whenever you're going to create any like project into the Java, then we need to create one class for this Java, and then we need to create the object. So basic things about to it's a kind of object oriented programming language, right? Next is to it's a like general purpose programming language, and means Java allows programmer to write once and run anywhere. Compile Java code. Once we compile any our Java applications, actually Java code actually, so it generates the JavaScript file, and this actually execute on all Java supported platform without recompile. Means recompilation is not required. Means we need to compile once and then it will execute in all Java supported platform without recompilation. The next one is to like Java applications are usually compiled to bytecode basically. So that works on any JVM regardless of the computer again. So this is the beauty of this Java actually. Means we need to compile once and it will be run in any applications which is basically supported by the JVM. Okay. The next about the like feature of the Java programming language. So as you know, like Java having a lot of features. Okay, so that also that actually basically asked by the interviewer. So as you know, it's like simple to learn and understand. Suppose if I am a beginner to learning the Java applications or Java programming language, so it's very easy to learn from the like very basic point of thing. It's a very easy to understand, and the syntax of writing the programming language it's also very easy, so that we can easily understand like what is Java. Means the learning curve is very easy actually. As you know, like it's a platform independent. Java is like platform independent because means like we can run the same program in any software or hardware that will get the same result. Interpreted, Java is interpreted as well. It means it's a compile based language. Robust, Java, whenever you're going to use a Java, like so then Java is actually support the garbage collection. Means like whenever any extra memory is allocated and which are basically not used, so those are automatically garbage collected by the like Java system. So this is the one of the beauty of this one. Exception handling, we can easily handle lots of exception, and there are a lot of things that you can easily handle by using this Java exception handling. So that kind of feature actually makes Java languages robust, right? Next is like it's a obviously it's a object oriented. Java is an object oriented language that supports of the concept of class, object, the pillars of the OOPS concept, right? Means whenever we're going to create anything, so then we need to create the class. Then for accessing the features of those class, we need to create the object. So those kind of things we need to do. Next is like as you know, like it's a like secured kind of things, as we can directly share the application with the user without sharing the actual programming, make Java as a secure language. High performance, faster than other interpreted like programming language. So these are the like features, basic features of the like of Java. Okay. Next, if we see, and also like it's support the dynamic kind of thing, like support dynamic loading of the classes and the interfaces. And obviously the last one is a multi-threaded. Means in Java application basically it's support the multitasking. Means we need to define such a task that at a time multi-tasks can be handled, right? So this is the one of the most features that multi-threaded. Maybe in one of my tutorial I will explain about this multi-threaded, like how it is working. So but this is the very big concept of the multi-threaded, like how we are going to optimizing the CPU. Like suppose we are having a 16 core or maybe 32 core processor, but each core is not basically used. So by this thread we can use the CPU resources in a time. So that can be done by the multi-threaded. This is a big concept actually. So that maybe I will try to cover in my one of my next upcoming tutorial. Okay. Next is like, as you know, whenever we are going to write any applications, then the main thing is about to the writing the public static void main method, right? So this is the main thing about the public static void main, right? This is the main kind of thing. So what does this mean actually, like public static void main and all the things over here? So obviously, like here, as you can see, the public actually is a like this is the access specifier. Like if it is a there is a 4 or 3x public, then default, and the private and protected, right? These 4 actually access specifier were there. If it is public, means it will be accessible by the public. So why it is public? It is public because it should be access this responsible for monitoring who can access the element of the method. And what is the limit, right? It is responsible for making the main function is globally available. It is made public so that like JVM can invoke it from the outside of the class, right? If it is private, then it is not able to, the JVM cannot access this. So that's why it's a public. Static means, static basically keyword is used so that like we can use this particular method without initializing a class, means without creating the object, so that unnecessary allocations is like not required over here. And void, as you know, like voids is a keyword that means we this particular method doesn't return anything. Okay. Okay, we are here over here. And this one actually, this is the main is the like method name, like main as a like it helps JVM to identify that declare functions is the main function. And the this one is the argument is the final one. This is the like argument, it stored the Java command line basically arguments, and is an array of type java.lang.string class, right? So this is basic kind of definitions of this public static void main. If you guys have anything, please do let me know in my comment sections. If you guys also have some need some like another type set of question, definitely I will put in my channel in few days. Next is to like what is Java string pool? This is like very important concept of like in Java basically, and that interviewer can ask to the fresher like what is string pool. So as you know, in Java basically we are used like string data type, and this Java string pool is a place in a heap memory basically where all string defined in the program are stored. A separate place in the stack, that is where the variable is storing and the string is also getting stored. Whenever we create a new string, for example, whenever we are going to like for example like whenever you create a new string object, JVM particularly checks for the presence of the same object is available in the string pool or not. If string that particular string is available in the pool, then the same object reference is shared, and it will not create any another reference for this one. It will share the same reference if this particular object is available, right? So that means it will like memory usage wise it will optimize, mean it will not create the one. So for example, if string test equal to hello, so the hello will be stored in the string pool, and this test basically is stored into the stack. Now suppose we create another variable test is equal to hello, so it will not allocate any memory into the heap. It will it will return the same reference of the hello. So this is the concept of string pool, right? The next one is to like as you know, like whenever you're going to write any code, so in Java basically we are having different types of data types. Basically in Java there are 2 types of data types, like one is the primitive and another is the non-primitive. So primitive data types means like primitive data are single values basically with no special capabilities. So there are basically 8 kind of primitive data types are available, like boolean, byte, character, short, int, long, float, double. Okay, and these are the like definitions of this one. Like boolean is a true, byte is store 8-bit signed. Boolean basically store the true or false. Byte is 8-bit signed. Character short int, long 64-bit, float is a 32-bit, double is a 64-bit, right? And the non-primitive type is the like it's a kind of reference data type that will contain a memory address of the variable values, because like it's non able to directly store the values into the memory. So these are the like kind of string, arrays, class, object, interface. So these are the type of the non-primitive type. Okay. So next is like what is the difference between system.out, system.error and system.in. So whenever we are going to like print something in a console, then we are basically write system.out, right? How we are going to write like this system.out.println, and here in the within this double quote we are going to write some kind of string like welcome to Java. So then we can get this particular message into the console. So this is the purpose of the system.out. Basically it is a print stream. It will use to writing a character, or can be said it output the data want to write on the command line interface or console, right? So using this we can pin the data in the console and we can get the output. We can get the output into the like console. Next, system.error. It is basically used to display the error messages. Suppose we say like we are writing some Java program, and in a exception like try catch block we are writing, inside of the catch block we need to print some error messages. So then in this particular place we can like this system.error. And system.in basically it's a input stream message. It is also used to take the like whenever you're going to take some inputs from the user, then basically it is used. And we can't use this as a directly, so that's why using the scanner class we can use like something like this. Scanner is equal to new scanner, and within this constructor we need to pass this system.in. Next is like what is file input stream and what is the file output stream. So this is also like for reading and writing data from the Java IO streams. Stream represents basically input source or an output destinations, which could be a file or an IO device, another program, etc. So in file input stream in Java, basically it is used to read data from a file. That is the purpose basically. And file output means if we want to write something into the file or in a location, then a particular location, then file output stream basically used. So this is a basically kind of one kind of syntax like file, and then where basically are going to take this input, and this is the kind of syntax of this one. Next is to like how many ways to take input from the console. So as you know, like if we are writing some applications, even one of my last session I have shown like how we are going to take the inputs from the console. So there are basically 4 options. One is the like using the like command line argument, like there in the main method we are passing these args. Using this command line means whenever we're going to write this means calling this particular we need to run this particular class, then we need to pass this argument, and then we need to print this value. Using the buffer reader, the syntax of this buffer reader is this one, like buffer reader read is equals to new buffer reader and the new input stream reader system.in. Using this read line we can take the method. Another is the console, using the system.console.readline. Another is the scanner, like using this scanner also we can take the input from the console. So these are the basically 4 options we can 4 ways to take the input from the console. So basically we can use this either this buffer reader or the scanner. These are basically most frequently used. Okay, so these are the basically ways to take the input from the user. Next, as you know, like there is a string and string buffer is there. String is there, but string buffer is also there. So what is the difference between them? Like string is stored as a sequence of character, and string buffer is provides the functionalities to work with the string. String is basically is immutable, and string buffer is mutable. That means it can be modifiable, right? No thread operation is done in a string, and string buffer is the thread set. Means multiple thread means two thread can't call the methods on string buffer simultaneously, right? It's a thread set. Next, we can see the difference between the string buffer and string builder. So string buffer is provides the functionalities to work with the string, but string builder is a class used to build a mutable string. String buffer is thread safe and string builder is not a thread safe. And string buffer, as it's a thread safe internet, is use the synchronous kind of method, so it's a solo compatibility as it is going to use this thread safe, but it is not synchronous, so implementation string builder is the faster, right? Marker interface. So this is one of the things that is also very like important kind of things, that marker interface. What is the marker interface? That is also asked by the interviewer. Like an interface basically which is empty interface, like in the interface without having any methods or without having any method or field declarations, that is called the marker interface. So there's a also existing marker interface over there, like serializable is there, that is also like a marker like a marker interface, clonable, remote interface. So those are the example of the marker interface. Next is to like difference between the abstract class and the interface. Like abstract class is having the abstract and the non-abstract method. Interface also contains abstract method. After Java, it basically actually you can say its also interface also contains the default method. Abstract class support final methods. Interface class doesn't support the final methods. Multiple inheritance not supported by the abstract class, but interface that multiple inheritance is supported by the interface class. Abstract keyword is used to delete declare the abstract class basically, and interface keyword is used to declare the interface class. The abstract class is basically can't extend another class, abstract class, but interface can implement keyword is used to implement the interface. Abstract class has member like protected private, and in the interface all the members are like public by default. What is data encapsulations? So data encapsulation means binding the data and like values in a single unit, that is called the encapsulations. So encapsulation is basically achieved by declaring the instance variable of a class as private, and which means they can only access within the class. What is the advantage? Using this basically you can achieve the data hiding, it will increase the flexibility and the reusability. So these are the basically advantages of this encapsulations. Okay. What are the different types of inheritance? As you know, like in OOPS context, inheritance is the like main feature, one of the main feature of OOPS, and it's having a four types of inheritance, like single, multi-level, hierarchical, and the multiple. Single means when child or subclass extend only superclass, then it is known as a single inheritance, means child and parent relationship. Multi-level means when a child or subclass extend any other subclass which is like inheritance is created, which is known as a multi-level inheritance. In other words, one subclass become the parent of class of another. Or hierarchical inheritance means when multiple subclasses derive from a same parent class. Means there is one parent class A, and this is particularly inherited by some some subclass like B, C, D, which is inherited from the A. And multiple means when a child class inherits from multiple parent class is known as multiple inheritance. In Java, it's only support the multiple inheritance of interfaces, not the classes. The final one is the like what is multiple inheritance, and it is basically supported by Java or not. Basically, multiple inheritance is not supported using Java. That can be achievable using the interface but not the class. So when a child class actually inherit from multiple parent classes, this is basically known as a multiple inheritance. When methods with the same signature are present in both superclasses and subclasses, maybe the issue can arise. So that's why multiple inheritance is not supported by the Java. So this is all about these questions and answers that are basically asked by the interviewer. So these are the few of the questions that I have summarized over here, but still there are lot of questions over there. I will try to again like cover those things in one of my next tutorial. If you guys have anything, please do let me know in the comment section how you enjoyed this one. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.